Greece, renowned as the cradle of Western civilization, has a history that spans thousands of years, deeply influencing culture, politics, and philosophy across the globe. This article delves into the multifaceted history of Greece, from its ancient beginnings through its modern era, highlighting the significant epochs and their impacts. Ancient Greece. 1. The Minoan and Mycenaean civilizations, circa 3000–1100 BCE, the Minoan civilization, circa 3000–1450 BCE. The earliest known civilization in Greece was the Minoan civilization, which emerged on the island of Crete around 3000 BCE. Named after the legendary king Minos, the Minoans are credited with developing one of the first advanced European societies. The Minoans were known for their sophisticated urban planning, particularly in the palace complex of Knossos. These palaces featured advanced plumbing systems, large storage jars, and elaborate frescoes depicting religious ceremonies, bulls, and marine life. The Minoans developed a writing system known as Linear A, which remains undeciphered. The Mycenaean civilization, circa 1600 to 1100 BCE, following the decline of Minoan civilization, the Mycenaean civilization emerged on the Greek mainland around 1600 BCE. The Mycenaeans are best known for their fortified palace complexes and impressive architectural achievements, such as the Lion Gate at Mycenae and the Tholos tombs. They used Linear B, an early form of Greek, which was deciphered in the 1950s, revealing it to be an early Greek dialect. The Mycenaeans played a crucial role in the development of Greek culture and mythology, laying the groundwork for many later Greek myths and legends. 2. The Dark Ages and Archaic period, circa 1100 to 600 BCE. The Greek Dark Ages, circa 1100 to 800 BCE. The collapse of the Mycenaean civilization led to the Greek Dark Ages, a period marked by a decline in population, loss of literacy, and reduced trade. This era saw a significant cultural and economic decline, with the Mycenaean palatial system falling into disuse. Despite this, the foundations for future Greek culture were laid during this period, including the oral tradition of epic poetry. The Archaic period, circa 800 to 500 BCE. The Archaic period witnessed the resurgence of Greek culture and the formation of city-states or polis. This era saw the development of the Greek alphabet, adapted from the Phoenician script, which greatly facilitated the recording of literature and administrative activities. The period was marked by significant cultural achievements, including the composition of Homer's epic poems, the Iliad, and the Odyssey, which became foundational texts in Western literature. The establishment of the polis as the central unit of Greek life led to the rise of prominent city-states such as Athens, Sparta, and Corinth. This period also saw the emergence of the Greek tyrants, rulers who seized power unconstitutionally but often implemented significant reforms. Classical Greece, circa 500 to 323 BCE. The rise of Athens and Sparta. The classical period is renowned for its profound cultural, political, and intellectual achievements. Athens, under the leadership of Pericles, experienced a golden age marked by advancements in democracy, philosophy, and the arts. Pericles' policies fostered an environment of intellectual and artistic flourishing, leading to the construction of the Parthenon and the development of Athenian democracy, which introduced concepts such as citizenship and public debate. In contrast, Sparta was a militaristic society known for its rigorous discipline and training. The Spartan system emphasized military prowess and communal living, distinguishing it sharply from the democratic and culturally focused Athens. The Persian Wars, 499–449 BCE. The Persian Wars were a series of conflicts between the Greek city-states and the Persian Empire. The wars began with the Ionian Revolt and were followed by significant battles such as Marathon, 490 BCE, and Salamis, 480 BCE. The Greek victories in these wars, particularly under leaders like Themistocles and Leonidas, were pivotal in halting Persian expansion into Europe and fostered a sense of Greek unity and identity. The Peloponnesian War, 431–404 BCE. The Peloponnesian War was a protracted and devastating conflict between Athens and Sparta, along with their respective allies. The war was marked by internal strife, shifting alliances, and significant battles such as those at Syracuse and Aegospotami. The war ended with the defeat of Athens and the temporary hegemony of Sparta. The protracted conflict weakened the Greek city-states and set the stage for future invasions and conflicts. Philosophy and science. The classical period was also an era of extraordinary intellectual development. Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle laid the foundations of Western philosophy, exploring topics ranging from ethics and politics to metaphysics and logic. Their works have had a lasting influence on Western thought and continue to be studied and debated. Hellenistic Greece, 323–31 BCE, the legacy of Alexander the Great. The death of Alexander the Great in 323 BCE marked the beginning of the Hellenistic period. Alexander's conquests extended Greek influence across a vast territory, including Egypt, Persia, and parts of India. His empire, however, quickly fragmented after his death, and his generals, known as the Diadochi, divided the empire into several Hellenistic kingdoms. The Hellenistic kingdoms. The Hellenistic period was characterized by the spread of Greek culture and the fusion with local traditions. Major Hellenistic kingdoms included the Ptolemaic dynasty in Egypt, the Seleucid Empire in the Near East, and the Antigonid dynasty in Macedonia. This period saw significant advancements in science, mathematics, and art. The works of Euclid, Archimedes, and Eratosthenes, among others, were influential in these fields. Roman and Byzantine Greece. Roman Greece, 31 BCE to 330 CE. In 31 BCE, Greece became part of the Roman Empire following the defeat of Mark Antony and Cleopatra at the Battle of Actium. Under Roman rule, Greece was incorporated into the Roman province of Achaia. Although Greece lost its political independence, it retained its cultural significance. Greek culture, philosophy, and art continued to influence Roman society, and many Romans adopted Greek customs and intellectual pursuits. Byzantine Greece, 330–1453 CE. Following the division of the Roman Empire in 330 CE, Greece became part of the Byzantine Empire, with its capital at Constantinople, modern-day Istanbul. The Byzantine period was marked by the continuation of Greek culture within a Christian context. The Byzantine era saw significant developments in theology, church architecture, and art, including the construction of the Hagia Sophia and the development of Byzantine mosaic techniques. The Byzantine period was also marked by frequent conflicts with neighboring powers, including the Slavs and later the Ottoman Turks. Despite these challenges, the Byzantine Empire preserved much of Greece's classical heritage. Ottoman and modern Greece. Ottoman Greece, 1453–1821 CE. In 1453, the fall of Constantinople to the Ottoman Turks marked the beginning of Ottoman rule over Greece. Greek territories were incorporated into the Ottoman Empire, and the Greek Orthodox Church was granted a degree of autonomy under Ottoman governance. This period was characterized by a mixture of cultural suppression and preservation. The Ottomans imposed various taxes and administrative controls, but Greeks maintained their religious and cultural identity through the Orthodox Church. The Greek War of Independence, 1821–1829 CE, the early 19th century saw the rise of nationalist movements across Europe, including Greece. The Greek War of Independence began in 1821, driven by discontent with Ottoman rule and inspired by Enlightenment ideals and the success of other nationalist movements. The war saw significant battles and international support, including intervention by Britain, France, and Russia. The Treaty of Constantinople in 1832 established the independent Kingdom of Greece, with Otto of Bavaria as its first king. Modern Greece, 1830–present, in the 19th and 20th centuries, Greece underwent significant political and social changes. The country expanded its territory through the Balkan Wars, 1912–1913, and faced internal challenges, including a military dictatorship from 1967 to 1974. The restoration of democracy in 1974 led to the establishment of the Third Hellenic Republic. In 1981, Greece became a member of the European Union, marking a significant step in its integration into the European community. Modern Greece faces various challenges, including economic issues and regional tensions, but it remains a vibrant and influential nation with a rich historical legacy.